good evening, my beautiful peoples. This is the J to J, and I have in the studio with me tonight the one and only natural healer, the sea moss queen, Miss Tonie B. Peace and love, sis. Peace and love. How you doing tonight?
Thank you, thank you. Peace, love, peace to the gods.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. So I want to get into so much tonight because you're such an interesting person. Um, we shared a room. We were at
Yeah.
Graceland at the lock-in with the master himself, Derek Grace the second, as well as his wonderful team. Want to give a shout out to the team, Miss Khadija, Miss Tabby, 222 Productions in the house who taught us both how to edit.
Yeah.
Um, AC, the artist. Am I forgetting anybody? Jarrell, the security slash assassin chef.
Yep.
Um,
Khadijah, Tabby.
mhm.
Yep.
So let's get into you. Where do you hail from?
I am from Houston, Texas.
Born and raised?
Yes, ma'am. Been here my whole life. It's definitely time to go.
Okay. Where do you want to move to? Where would you like to live?
So we have land in the country, uh, about 300 acres. And
Oh,
so,
damn.
yeah, it's just open,
Wow.
it's free. So we're just gonna move north of probably about 45 to an hour minutes north of where we stay now.
Mhm.
And then we'll be moving out of the country.
Okay, okay.
I got
I'm
three
feeling that.
years. My husband say when, so we have two children in public schools. So whenever the second one is in public school graduates, 3 years, we can move out the country.
Okay, okay. Now how many babies do you have?
So I have four biologically and then one bonus baby, so five.
Okay, five. And what are their ages?
15, 14, 9, 7, and 8 months.
Oh, seven in the house, team seven.
Yeah.
Oh, team seven, they like me to hold her. I want to say I respect you so much because you came to the lock in with your baby in tow and you and seven did all the challenges together. That
Thank
was so deep.
you.
That was so deep.
I'm
So
coming back.
are you going back?
I'm going back. I'm manifesting that. I'm coming back.
Okay, okay, okay.
I need more.
No,
I need. Oh, it was so good.
no
It was so
doubt.
good. I need more. I need more.
I
I need.
think we need a reunion. It's like we haven't even been gone a month, and I'm like really missing everybody. I'm really
I
missing
need
the
it. I need
energy.
more. I need more.
I know,
Our
right?
team.
Right.
Our team. Our collective. Our
Right. Our
man.
team.
It
Yes.
was
Yes.
so good.
It really was. What did you take away from that?
Everything. I feel reborn. I'm lighter. My insides felt cleaner. My mind chugged a little different. My work was like, oh no, I could go harder. Hold on, I could do this. Like the editing game, I couldn't edit anything. No green screen. I didn't even know content was that deep. It man, the team they flow like this. Like then I was there. I got the pleasure of I stayed there 2 hours after everybody left. So I got to sit back and I listened to them discuss the next lock in and the pricing and what you get and what you don't get. And I mean, it was just like this. And DG just looked into the brain trust and was like, "So yeah, what you think about this?" And just bouncing off, and then it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. The whole thing.
It was. And the brain trust would be Khadija Grant. Y'all go out and grab her book. The Blueprint. Also, I Hate You, Mom. Go out and grab her books. Y'all check out Derek Grace the second and get that catalog while it's available. It's no longer free, but I think there's a discount right quick. You know what I'm saying? So y'all check them out. Um, so you are in the natural healing space. Well, before we get to your natural healing space, I want to get to your babies and you homeschooling because I do think that you homeschool a few of your babies.
I homeschooled my middle two. When I transitioned to homeschool, my oldest was in between 6 and 8. I believe she was 6 when I started and asking Derek about it and all that. And I believe she was No, she was older than that. So she was in like seventh grade, and I felt like it would be a negative result pulling her out of public school to homeschool.
Mm-hmm.
So I left her in her public school. Then my husband's son, he goes to public school because he lives in a different house. And then I'm homeschool my 7 and 9 year old, and then of course my baby's home with me all day because she's 8 months.
Do the babies that you homeschool, do they ask you to go to public school?
They do, and so when I ask them, okay, why do you want to go to public school? It's really for the socialization. So we used to last year have them in co-op, which is a black I don't even know the name of the co-op actually. That sounds so bad. But my midwife, it's her co-op. Um, it's her and Mr. Lewis co-op. So it's a black owned uh school, I guess you would call it. That it's a collective Monday through Friday, but we would go just 2 days out of the week, and they teach them chess, yoga, breathing, nutrition, things that are really life mattering. And
Right.
so it's not a traditional school setup. They go to that for the socialization, but for the last 6 months or so, we haven't been able to go. My grandma getting sick and having a new
Sorry.
baby and all that. So and then my grandma ended up passing. So when
I'm
that
sorry to
happened,
hear.
it was like,
May the God be pleased with your grandmother.
thank you.
Um, I wanted to ask you and get into your natural healing space. Um, how did that begin? How did you start? Because you look like you're pretty involved. Just your garden, I see your flowers back there. How did you get into that? The breast milk
Man,
you had put on Sergio's rash.
I was so excited about that. How he asked for some glow mask. Yeah, he was like, "Man, my arm stopped burning." All that. So yeah, um, I started. I started eating better and making and cutting the meat. My sister actually went vegetarian, pescatarian, and then she went vegetarian. I was a meat eater. Was like, no, there's no way I could do without meat. This is how I'm gonna eat forever. This is how you. This is good. Not necessarily good for you, but good to you. And then I just was like, nah, I'm gonna cut the meat, and I did. And then I had my 9 year old Ambria, and she was from her knee down to her ankle. She had really dry skin. Well, not really dry. She had dry skin, but it wasn't eczema. It was at the borderline of, hey, your body's telling you something. You gotta listen to what she's telling you. And it had been there's 6.5 years between my first and second child. So of course you learn more about yourself when you start taking out the meats and the dairies and releasing that toxicity out of your body, as well as that that inflammation and the anger and the traumas and all this out of your body. Then you just become free. And it's a spiritual thing, like not eating animals and that industry and that trauma. Now maybe if you want to go do your own thing, like where the meat came from, the cow was raised happily, and that's your own choices and all. But for me it was like, nah. So when my daughter had the dry skin, everything I would buy for her at the store would burn her skin. And as a mother, you don't want to harm your children, so you're putting on lotion that's supposed to be good, organic, all this on your child, and it's burning her skin. So I was like, nah, I think I could make my own products. I'm a licensed hairstylist. I used to have a beauty barber and tattoo shop in Acres Homes right here in Houston called Shears and Ink. And so I've I just always kind of known about health, I guess, and just being like, we can improve, we can do this. So my daughter is the one who got me into the external body care. So the soaps, the body butters, and I make them with breast milk currently. And then I started researching like what we're putting in our body, from the lotions to makeup to hair weaves, um, from the water you drink. And I was like, nah, oh my God. You go down this hole and you just want to just live in a bubble of
I know
forestry. And
everything is poison.
man, you're just like, I don't want to do this. I can do this.
Everything is
So
poison. And you have this special sea moss that you were selling at the lock-in. Can you tell us about your specialty, the sea moss,
Yes,
and what is it
so
for?
I have a glow mask that yours will be sent out on Monday. I had an extreme amount of orders, and it was just like it was very overwhelming in a great way. So thank you for in a great way. So yours is coming, but it is a glow mask, and one of my clients actually gave me the name because they were like, "Man, this makes my skin really glow," and it is based on sea moss. That is the number one ingredient with alkaline water, some moringa, um, some vitamin E, grapeseed, some other things. And sea moss, when you eat, because you can eat it, and then when you apply it to your skin, also, it kills the bacteria that um, feeds the acne. So it helps with acne, it helps with scars, rashes, eczema, psoriasis. Even though those are not surface level things like a lot of people think they are actually defecation of on your skin. When you have psoriasis, eczema, it's your skin telling you, hey, what you're putting in your body is not right. You need to drink more water. You need to detox. Definitely change your intake of processed foods and sugar. Man, sugar and crack is the same thing. And a lot of people don't realize it. So,
Right, that's the truth. I think it does the same thing in the brain that cocaine does.
man, give you
And
brain fog.
it's just as hard to kick because if you've ever tried to kick sugar, you will have withdrawals and be around here feeling like a crackhead.
So if you were to detox, for my experience, if you detox regularly, and then you detox with the fruits because they feed your system different than man-made concentrated sugar versus natural sugar. That it even flows through your body different from your pancreas to your liver. And so when you love on yourself and you're like, nah, I don't want to do that legal crack called sugar. Your mind is clear, your skin is clear, you have more patience, you have less anger. A lot of people are not necessarily angry from trauma. They're angry because they're fucking dehydrated. And their brain is fogged from all the sugar, and the system is like literally on crack all the time, and they don't even know it. And a detox will fix all that.
What type of detoxes would you recommend? Because there are several. I know
There are
presently
several,
we are
but
on one.
I'm extremely big on fruit detoxes. Let's love ourselves. Um, let's be gentle and give grace to ourselves, right? So when you give yourself a harsh detox, you're a lot of times you're not going to go through with the detox. And then also you have to realize, what are you detoxing for? Fruits get the system moving and grooving, and the vegetables stabilize it. So a lot of us need to get everything moving and grooving. How do we know we need to detox? We eat toxins every day. We breathe toxins every day. This bottle of water right here has microplastics in it. So you're steady toxifying your body from the soap you wash your a lot of soap, especially if you buy from Walmart, Target, creates mucus in your body from your skin because your skin is your biggest organ. So you're putting extra crap in your body from your shampoos to your makeup to so why don't you love yourself enough to detox? Oh, it's hard. Oh, I'm gonna use the bathroom a lot. Yeah, but your breath will smell better because your colon is cleansed. Your gut will be healthier, so you won't be as bloated. You won't have as much gas. Your hair will look better. Your eyes will see better. Your your hoo ha and all that smells better, and your Johnson be a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? All from fruit and vegetable. It's like, why wouldn't you love on yourself like that? But a lot of people just either don't know. My bad, Texas catch through, or they just don't love on themselves like that. So I would definitely recommend a fruit detox. It depends on if you want to lose weight. Let's just say you want to lose weight, we'll go with the melon detox.
No doubt,
And
no doubt. So let me speak to a couple of people. We got Ninya in the house. Peace, peace. We got Carla. Carla O in the house. Welcome to the show. Willie Gaines, what's up, peoples? And Kizzy Louise, y'all, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. This is a wonderful, wonderful conversation because, a lot of people are growing more and more concerned about their health. We have more people who are moving more towards leaving the meat and a lot of these toxicity things alone. I think one of the hardest things for me is having a variety of meals.
Oh,
Um, at one time, when I tried to be a vegetarian, I ate a whole lot of potatoes because, they didn't have much but Morning Star, and
I
it
did
really you
that.
couldn't go into a restaurant and get a vegetarian option. You know what I'm saying? Now they have so many options, so many restaurants, so many different things that you could do to transition into eating healthier. How long have you been on this journey?
I've been plant based for nine years. Yeah,
Wow.
9 years. I didn't realize it had been that long. I went plant based with my middle daughter at
Wow. Wow.
9 years old.
Now, you also garden because you were teaching us in our juicing class, which I had missed that day. I had a business dinner, but I got the replay. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to hit you up on a personal because I got a raised bed that's being delivered tomorrow. Even though I still am gonna do with the mason jars and everything, but
Do it
can you tell
all.
me about that, about your gardening experience? Because I saw your chickens and I'm like, damn, that's how I'm trying to live. Sis, like for real.
It's super easy. That's the great thing about Texas is we have space. But I use my kitchen table, my front porch, my garage. I have a grow tent in. Um, my backyard is it's small for a Texas backyard. It's your traditional, I guess, suburban backyard. So it's not super big, but I use every corner and every aspect. And it started from a watermelon garden because I just wanted more watermelon. And it was a little corner in the backyard, and I really manifested this garden. I drew it out in my head, and everything had a purpose. The chickens eat the bugs off your plants. Also, turn over your compost easier and faster. I eat plant based, so that's dirt. You literally just put it in a container for your compost, and there's your dirt. Um, you get fresh eggs. I don't eat the eggs, but I got about 3 dozen, excuse me, in my kitchen right now. And the great thing is you do not have to refrigerate them as long as you don't break that seal by washing that egg. And if you keep a
Really?
clean coop, then you keep clean eggs. But they
What do
say
you
it tastes way different.
what do you do with the eggs? You sell them?
I'm starting to sell them now because I have 3 chickens laying. So I was going through chickens a little bit from possums, but we got that together now. So yeah, I'm going to start selling them just pretty much to like my sea moss clients because I have more acres, so I will start selling eggs because it's gonna come a time for all that. I'm gonna shine because if you know how to grow.
Look, at one time, eggs around here was scarce. They talking about wasn't no chicken wings, there wasn't no eggs. I think they use the eggs um for the vaccines. They do a lot of testing or some kind of way they use those eggs for the vaccine, which is why there was a shortage.
Well, they nah. I mean that may be it as well. So we have a trucking company. We're going state to state during the pandemic, before the pandemic, after the pandemic. Right now, there's no meat on these farms and everything, but it's how they're going to control certain people. So here in Texas, they passed Proposition 1 where you can have a farm anywhere, and also USDA will give me a grant, not even because of my chickens, but because I make soap. So they'll give me a grant because I'm a farm now. Before I got my chickens, but anybody here in Texas now can have chickens in the garden, even in the HOA, because I'm in the HOA community. But they can't say anything about my chickens. I've had them for years. So
Really?
you can even have a support animal.
I know I don't like the HOAs. They be too intrusive. You know
Man,
what I'm saying? They are way too intrusive for me. What's going on a little bit? Ariel says, I was vegan for 1 year and kind of got discouraged after running out of options. What part of Texas are you in? If you don't mind me asking, my fiance and I are moving there soon, and I want to ship. I want to ship with local farms.
Okay, so I'm in Houston. I'm close to Spring. Um, if you follow me on Instagram at double underscore soul healing, I'll inbox you a couple pages that I follow to not be discouraged. But when I went vegetarian, I actually gained weight because I did like you, potatoes, potatoes. Sometimes it was 3 times a day. I was like, you can't. They turn to sugar. Potatoes actually turn to glue in your system. And I was like, no, you're tripping. You know too much. So, no, it's so many options, especially if you eat mushrooms. Girl, I can make you some chicken nuggets that you'll be like, this is chicken. No, it's 3 ingredients: water, flour, and oyster mushroom. And of course, your seasoning. That's it. And you fry it just like a hush puppy. And it's so simple. And a lot of times we just overthink things. Man, you get some collard greens are hella easy to grow. Get you some collard greens from your backyard, put it as a lettuce wrap. Collard greens have so much flavor, so much iron, that chlorophyll. They're super good for you, just natural like that. And they taste way different than the grocery store. If you taste anything in my backyard, and I don't use any chemicals, I use banana peel and water for my fertilizer, eggshells, um, and sunlight and water. It's not hard, but yeah, you just anything you would make with a taco, you can make with that collard green. I make dirty rice. I make tamales. I make vegan gumbo because my people from Louisiana. Uh,
I was going to ask you about uh dang, I just lost my train of thought. You had just said something I was going to ask you about. But speaking of your people being from Louisiana, because I'm nosy, and I had asked, I was like, what's your ethnicity? Because I'm looking at you like a white chick, and I'm saying those black people, yeah, she white, I'm saying married to a brother or whatever. But what is your ethnicity?
I am married to a brother, a good one at that. Let me tell you about it.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, yes, yes. So, no, I am Creole and Native American.
Okay, and what part of Louisiana are you from?
I'm from Texas, but my people are from everywhere but New Orleans. Mainly, Shreveport, Opelousas, Baton Rouge.
And what tribe are you connected to? Your tribe?
I am not my tribe specifically, but I am part of Brother Truth's tribe, which is you actually do get tribal IDs and you can trace it back to what tribe you're with. So I am, from what I know, Chickasaw and Cherokee, and there's one more, but that's the one I don't know because I get it from both my parents. Both my so my grandmother was actually enough Native American that she could have got a check. She didn't do it, whatever. So that's from one side. Then my father's family is also Native American and Hispanic, but I don't know their tribe.
Okay. Are you a midwife as well?
Not yet, but my doula, well no, she's a midwife now. I was her first client as a midwife. She is also an indigenous lady. She is going to train me to be one. I thought that I would be able to go through it through March, but I'm still looking at life and having a newborn. I mean, not a newborn, but an 8 month old. No, but I am going to be a midwife if for nothing more than my children. If they choose to have babies, we're not doing no hospital at all. And I'm actually a minister too. I can marry people just like Derek Grace, but I
You
got
know,
it for
that,
tax purposes.
that made me think about that. I might go do that myself, just for the credentials. You know what I'm saying?
I did for tax purposes. Like you could put your house, your land. Our land is in trust, so that's good. But if I put it in my trust, in a ministry trust, then I don't pay taxes on that land. So the same with my house.
Hmm. Yeah, that's even worth it. Did y'all catch that? Could you tell them one more time? Because you
Yeah.
dropping
So
jewels.
if you go to get yourself a ministry, I went online. Uh, Damn, I don't even remember the name of it. But anyways, Universal Life Church. That's it. And if you go on there, you fill this paperwork out that's like a 5 question questionnaire or something, and you can actually be a minister. And the purpose of it, so give home whenever you choose to have a home birth, if you choose to, or even in a center, a natural water birth, then you can use your baptismal records, because you're actually baptized at the time that you push through your mother's vagina is when you're baptized. So me, I can make baptismal records, which my child doesn't have a birth certificate or a social. So we have a family Bible, we have a birth affidavit, and then I'll have a baptismal record of her also. So just having her out of the system in that light. But if you have a ministry, you put your land, your home, any property in it, you don't pay taxes because you're a church.
Bro, genius, just genius. Um, oh, before I get to Oriel's question, um, what you said, not a doula, but a midwife. What's the difference between a doula and a midwife?
The schooling time. So a doula is pretty much like a certification, and midwife is, I believe, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ariel says, when I move there, I'm definitely connecting with you. I am a doula, but I want to get deeper into the practice of becoming a midwife. Because your kids are not in the system, are they homeschooled? Yes, two of them are. She was
Oh,
asking about your babies being homeschooled.
okay. I would definitely yeah, inbox me on Instagram, so I will hook you up with my midwife. She's amazing. Be prepared to fall in love, and she's big fine. I love her so much. So my babies in Texas, you don't need a lot to homeschool. You just have to make sure it's real. Um, you teach 4 subjects: English, math, good. I don't say citizenship, but good people skills, and science. And so if someone was to come to your house, don't ever let them in your house, because once you let them in your house, you now gave them jurisdiction. Everything is voluntary. So if they ever come to your door, you come outside, and actually, if you want to, you can step off your property. But you would just explain to your homeschool, but you don't have to notify anybody your homeschool. My 9-year old, she goes to K-12, which is an online free school. But before she was in K-12, she was strictly homeschool. I was her teacher. The requirements, you have to be able to read and write, and be in your sound mind or something. It's very lenient here in Texas, anyways. And you don't go get them state tested or anything of that nature. K-12 does provide a whole system for you, so that's easy. That's free. They actually send you all your supplies. They keep attendance and all that. Now my son, he will actually start K-12 next week. So up until now, he has been homeschooled strictly by me. Um, Man, the freedom of it is amazing. Like we go to a co-op, so they get the socialization. They go to the stores with me. They see how to interact with people. We go over prices and things in the stores. Gardening. They know how to grow their own food. We do canning classes. We do cooking classes. Man, the one-on-one time that you get, and also the behavioral issues. If you spend more time with your children and pouring into them, and giving them affirmations and teaching them things like mirror speeches and loving on them and spending that time with them. They did a research here in America where when you break it down, you get 35 minutes a day with your child. If you have the traditional 9 to 5, you in traffic, your children coming home, their transportation to school, they're in school for 8 hours after bath, after homework, after, well, I don't even believe in homework. My children who go to public school, y'all finish that slave shit over there at that time. Don't bring it home. We not doing that. I'm against the whole system. It's a prison system. If your child cannot read by 3, they build another room. I mean, excuse me, by 3rd grade, they build another room in the prison. This is how they get their numbers on how to control us, because the damn school system is ran by the Rockefellers, and they made sure they had no free thinkers. You're killing your child's creativity, the freedom, the love that they have for themselves, their wants. Like my children used to say, "Oh, I'm gonna work that you're gonna own." So now my son is 7 and talk about he likes Whataburger fries. So he's gonna own a Whataburger and a 18 wheeler. My daughter,
Mhm.
she wants to do YouTube because she's a 9-year old paleontologist. Man, if that girl gets in here and just starts spitting like what she knows, it's amazing. And you give them the freedom to learn on their own. If they like, "Mommy, you know what, today I don't want to do school. Let's go figure out how to make money." Then we have a content day. So we just do content. They go to work with me if I choose to do like roadie or something like that. They go to work with me. My
What's
baby,
roadie?
huh?
What is roadie?
Oh, roadie is like a delivery. So you could pick up like
Okay.
Instacart or Spark Drive.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that. So another way to make money.
Yeah, you are really pouring into your babies. And I just saw how attentive you are with 7. And 7 is strong as hell.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Lady Key talking about how when you were downstairs and she was in the bed and I was in the shower and I heard the baby crying and I was trying to get out the shower and Lady Key had the baby. When I did open the door, that baby was pushing herself like, man, I watched her damn near try to walk to get to the shower to you. It's like she's advanced at her age.
Yep. That's
Mm.
what Key kept saying. Key was like, she's super advanced. And what I have noticed about her, she if you shake or you do something like this with your hands or you do your whole body, she's gonna mimic it all the way down to the T. And she was water birth, natural birth, no vaccines. Like she lifted her head up 4 hours after being born and very aware, and she's 100% breastfed. She's now going into fruits, but yeah, I go
And
outside.
she love them avocados.
Oh man, she loves some avocados, and avocados are brain foods. So you got to think
Yeah.
about what you're feeding into your children. Coconut oil, that's a brain food. Avocados, blueberries, blackberries. So yeah, I'm very intentional with what I feed to them. Unfortunately, they still eat junk because shit, it happens.
Right, right. Oriel says, yeah, I love this. This is the life I'm after. Oh my God, happy I joined today. Yeah, I knew this would be a good one because you're so advanced and you're involved in so many things, especially when it comes to the natural healing space and the gardening and everything. Um, so how long have you been married?
Uh, maybe 3 years. So we're not
Okay.
officially married either. We don't have a marriage license. We're married in our spirits, and then we have an LLC together. All our children have at least two LLCs. So we're married in business because shit, they not finna get that bond and trade that on the stock market, make money off me. I'm good.
Right, right. You are up on it, sister. You are up on it. And it's something because you can't tell a lot of people. I was recently married like a year ago, and I didn't want to do the traditional thing either. But some people, that's what they believe. They want to go sign up and pay these people, and you know. But like you said, there are other ways in which you can protect your property and those things. Ariel says, "I love this woman."
Thank
No
you.
doubt, no doubt. I think this is once we get it up, the reviews will be pretty big because again, like I said, our people, particularly Black people, we suffer so much from ailments and health. We just don't eat right. Our diet itself. What is that cracking sound?
I don't know. I only hear it whenever you're talking, so I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
don't
it's a
know.
mic.
It must be an internal mic. Let me turn it down. So, oh, maybe it's my phone. Is my phone to? I don't know what that is. I'm always having some technical difficulties, sis, all the time. Every show, I'm
Nah,
having a
no,
technical
nah. I
difficulty.
mean, you did. You were. Them stages gone.
But
You should get the
yeah,
microphone that Key and Peebo had.
Yeah, the little small one. I have several microphones. They're just at my other house. I'm here by my daughter, so I don't have my regular microphones with me. But what was the question I was just about to ask you? What were we saying before I
It was
was looking at
about
this note?
marriage.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. With marriage, and you're not traditionally married, which I think is a great thing. I think it's an absolute great thing because it's like you said, all of these things are contracts and nothing but bonds in which they make money. You have to really understand that space, and the vast majority of us don't. I also was talking about how our people are so sick with diabetes and prostate cancer and cancers and just the run of the mill things, most of which can be prevented if you would eat correctly and live correctly. Do you have a book or anything? An
I
ebook?
have currently I have at the link in my bio at double underscore soul healing on Instagram. I do have one book that is ready. It's on Amazon. It's a whole dollar. Y'all go buy it. It's a whole dollar. $1. And make sure you leave me a review. Thank you, so I can become a best-selling author. And my second book is written about vegetarian and natural plants and things of that nature. And I'm waiting on my lovely 15-year-old. Oh, you know how that goes. To have my book covered because I'm not doing it. She has to do it. So here we are. We're
Why,
2 years
why,
in
you,
with no book
why you only
covered.
charge $1?
So I have like 1,000 mentors for every part of my life, and even one part of my life, just excessive amount of mentors. So spectacular. He was like, if you get on Amazon and you make your book and you sell it for $1, you become a best-selling author, and you'll be in the algorithms, and then you could charge $5 or $10. I mean, it's an ebook that I didn't even write, so I actually just bought the rights to it, changed a few words to resell it, to make some, some profit, and also to teach my daughter a skill that you could do that for people and get on Fiverr and charge. So everything that I implement with them, I make sure that they know it's a service. Yeah, you're gonna I'm gonna pay you because I'm gonna go pay Fiverr, or I'm gonna pay you. I'd rather pay you. You're gonna be higher because you're my daughter, but the Fiverr people are still gonna get the work done. But I'd rather pay you. So I make sure that whenever I pay them, they understand that, hey, same thing what you just did. Now you can go do it and sell it for $100, $200, whatever you want to sell it for. But my daughter, she's not seeing it yet, but my middle daughter is. So we working out with that. But yeah, I'm on my second book. This one is about vegetarian, and someone just told me I should do YouTube videos on the gardening class.
You
So I do
should.
YouTube, but I do short. But I didn't realize I knew that much about gardening.
You really should. I was gonna say that too. Do you have ask you if you have a channel related to your gardening?
So I do have a channel. I don't get on there much. I believe it's called the City Chickens or something like that. And it's about gardening, it's about my children. It's a whole lot of shorts. So YouTube, until I went to the Derek Grace locking down, YouTube was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna just throw shorts up because I don't know how to edit. I can't. No, no, But yeah, I definitely do YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and I'm gonna start doing more TikToks with Seven, and to get her out there and baby toes and all that, because we got to get this money coming in from all ways. And you know what? I said I wanted to be on a podcast, and I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that this is my first one.
Yay!
I'm so
I know
thankful.
you didn't know you was gonna get
This
out
is
that
not my
house.
last one, and nor is it my last one with Jada Jade.
It is
But it's my first
absolutely not. I got to have you
one.
on again. I think I'm gonna create a section for you to come on at least once a week. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And that way, our
you
people,
gonna love me
because
like that? You come on, you gonna love me like
no
that?
real
I'm gonna
talk,
take you.
real talk, because our people are sick. You know what I'm saying? My people are sick. And they need to know easier ways that they can transition into eating healthier. So if I could bring you
Not
on for a
hard.
segment, like a 15-minute segment, where you know what I'm saying, you can just come in like on a Tuesday, you can come in for a 15-minute segment and just give us some drop some jewels because like I said, um it, talking is talking. And one of the reasons I didn't want to come back and do a podcast because I wasn't making no money and I get tired of just talking. But I do want to have some impact. And I think that you are such a resourceful person. And what you're offering, the products that you're selling, it is needed. And as we move more towards this war that we in and it starts to hit the shore, or our people or the American people start to feel the effects of this war, I think that you're going to be in such demand. You're going to be like, look, Jay, I just don't have time. You know what I'm saying?
With
So
love.
I'm manifesting that for you, sis. Um,
Received.
let me see. Oh, Ariel wanted to know the name of your book that's $4 on Amazon.
Oh shit. It is a better golly. This
Let
is
me
stuff.
look. Hold on. Let me go to it. I'm gonna go to
Yes,
it.
it's on my it's in my bio. A healthier
What's in the bio?
version.
Check out the bio, Ariel. Check out the bio.
It's
She
one of the
says yes.
projects that I wrote. I wrote it a few years ago. I done had another baby. You know how it goes. Life and
I
life.
do know how it goes. um, what else
But
is
it
there?
gives
Anything
you
that
it does give you eating tips, but it gives you tips for breathing, for resetting your peace. So it's not just food, it's for your overall lifestyle. Because when you get natural, and especially if you hit it on the spiritual level, because food is one thing, your spiritual is nothing, and that's another thing. When you detox, you don't just detox with the food, you detox emotionally, you detox spiritually. So I am working on a journal for your detoxing, so that you will write down how you felt, what did you eat, what did you release, your what
would you
breathing,
struggle
write your
with?
release letters, spiritual baths. It's a whole
Mhm.
it's a whole thing. It's not just food. Food is the start of everything, but it's not just that. It's way deeper, and you should love yourself more.
Absolutely. I think that is one of the highest forms of loving self is when you're eating right. When I was younger, when I first joined the Nation of Islam, I was much more disciplined. But as I got older, I just, stopped caring and even eating,
Just
scavenger
eat.
like the shrimp, eating the sea roaches and, things like that. But yeah, I really, really, really respect people who have the discipline and love themselves enough to watch and really maintain what they put in their bodies to make them last. And sis, I really, I don't feel like we bonded on the level that we should have or could have when we were in the house. But I didn't want it. I didn't want you to think that I did not want to. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't
You
get a
were
chance to.
learning and growing.
Man, I
That's what
walked
you
out of
should
that
have
house
did.
a beast. Do you hear me? I walked out of there a beast. I really did. And you know how animate I was about my editing. Look, me and you both was like, we need to know how to edit. I need to know how to edit.
It's whooping me. I've been doing content all wrong. I gotta go wash the whole thing off and start over, in the steps and the depth and the pain points. I thought telling your story was just in situations like this, not every day with posts and your pain point. What the hell is a pain point? Of course, I gotta get with Khadijah so she can break it down.
Right.
What? It was a whole awakening. So man, I took it. Everybody was getting there, what they came for, self
More.
and loving on thyself.
Yeah.
Baby. So and then in the group, how we're still, I love everybody I met. Like, oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
God,
It's
it
like
was
it's
so
like
good.
we became like a family, like we're so tight. And I wonder if they can create that magic again. Because it was really magical. We didn't want to leave, you know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't want to leave. That's why I made sure I stayed after. And me and Angela, we talk like every other day or every day. She called me today to help her close a deal. I talk to boss lady once or twice a week. I talk to Key every day. Um, Daquan texts me every day. Peebo texts me, periodically. It's just like it's there. It's
No
so
doubt,
there.
no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, I try to keep in contact with, people too. I call or text or whatever just to say what's up. And then we got our own little section on the Telegram, and
For
we all
sure.
try to
I
stay.
love it. It's so good.
It really is. I'm really hoping that we have a reunion at some point in time and just all come together. And as we climb this mountain to the top and help each other, man, this is some
We're
beautiful.
gonna
This
have
is
to tell him that on Sunday. Like we
right.
need this. We gotta come back in the summertime because we did the winter one. Cool. We need the summer fun too though. I need the pool and the outside and the sun and the yoga and the aerobics and the
Yeah. And the guns, shooting the guns.
yes. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yep, yep. But what I'm not gonna do is the manhunt. When they were talking about getting ready to play manhunt when we had went walking, I was like, okay, I'm out. They start laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
got
this
this
time,
fear.
when huh?
I got this phobia. Well, I'm not gonna claim that, but with people chasing me, I can know you're chasing me, but I don't know what it is about it. But I shut down, and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this. Like it turns real life for me, so I can't do
You
manhunt.
ain't want to play? I ain't want to play
No,
either. It's the weight. But by the time I go back, I would have lost this 35 pounds. I might be able to play. You know what I'm saying? But man, sis, it has been wonderful. Let me see. She has a few more questions. What's a good detox you recommend for women and man planning for pregnancy?
ooh, that is such a good, beautiful question. Beautiful question. First, we're gonna agree with you and speak a healthy pregnancy, healthy uh baby, and everything in your future. Whenever you guys are ready, we're gonna receive that. Fruit. Get you a fruit detox. So I would have to know a little bit more about your situation and diet, but you can do a melon detox where it's a mono detox. You're going to have in season, I would suggest all the watermelon. When you consume these seeds, the black seeds, wash your outer core and juice that, especially for the man. It's going to improve his whole circulation and moving and grooving. The stamina is going to be there. The sperm is going to be healthier. The endurance, the smell of your bodily organs is going to be cleaner. Your underarms are going to be cleaner. Your liver is going to love you more, especially if you have key lime water every day in the morning. Key lime water. Your organs will love you for the mucus in your system will be regular or as great as you need it to be because everybody is different. But definitely a fruit detox, and then you could add some, depending on the situation. If you wanted to do a, say you wanted to lose weight and have a deeper cleanse, then you would add some type of citrus like juicing a pineapple or a grapefruit to have a heavier strain on your detox. But that again depends on your current situation to your goal because everybody is different. But definitely fruits. And if you don't do a melon, watermelon, do cantaloupe or honeydew. But when you eat them, just eat that fruit at that time. Don't eat blueberries and strawberries and melons because digestive time is different. So I would just stay with a melon detox. But if you wanted to lose weight, do a acidic detox at first, like a grapefruit. And I did have it in the link in my bio, but my great brain trust said to take it out. However, if you inbox me on Instagram at double underscore soul healing, I will get that to you. I have a list of detoxes, but they weren't bringing in no funds, so the list had to be shorter in the bio.
The brain trust made you concentrate on just one thing too, huh?
Yeah, but even in my CMOS, I don't just sell CMOS. I sell fertility CMOS, fertility tea. Um, I sell anything that you need in the health industry. Now on my website it's pretty much just sea moss, but it's different blends: weight loss, moringa for brain health, ginger and turmeric for gut and inflammation. But maybe you need a face soap. I make those body butters, teas. So it's a manuka honey. So it's a plethora of things that I sell. But yeah, definitely all related, and the books as well.
You sell Manuka honey because that is expensive. I normally buy Manuka honey. I get it offline. I get it from Amazon when I'm doing fast or different things, or I use it for my teas and stuff.
Okay, well I will send you one. Yes, ma'am. I have some.
Okay, look at sister up. Look at sister up. Sharice, my beautiful sister, peace and love. Welcome, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We have the lovely Tonie B, the natural healer, the sea moss queen here. She is so full of knowledge. Like I said, I think I'm just going to add a section where she can come on the show 15 minutes and give us and drop us some jewels because we are suffering from so many sicknesses and so many things, and those of us that are transitioning from the meat and nitrogen based foods to a more carbon-based foods and plants. Um, we need that type of knowledge. So if you don't mind, I definitely would appreciate it. What she said, what's good for inflammation? What's
Ginger.
good for inflammation?
I recommend sea moss depending on if you have fibroid issues. But you got to heal your gut. Uh, I would definitely recommend detoxing, and you could do a short detox for let's say 3 days of just a mono fruit and water. Then I would introduce ginger, turmeric, and cayenne pepper. So the ginger is for your gut, for your brain, for your eye health, because you have to heal the gut before you heal everything. Your gut is your first brain, not your second brain. Some people don't even know it's a brain. But as a baby, you're an embryo, and you start here from the gut, and then you spread out to your head, torso, legs, etc. So ginger for your gut as well as your brain, and then the turmeric for the inflammation, and it's great for your eyes. But you need the cayenne pepper to activate the turmeric in your system. And I would even incorporate cinnamon. And you can actually just get all those things that I mentioned to you. Get you a vegetarian capsule and encapsulate them yourself so that you really know what you're getting. Because, or you could possibly go to HEB and get those individually and consume what those five spices I believe I said in one way. I mean, excuse me, in all five different capsules instead of one capsule. You just never know what you're getting whenever you have the capsules in the store, unfortunately. Um, but the sea moss, I don't particularly like the powder. For me, I feel like the gel or even just rinsing the plant and consuming it raw is better. In my opinion, it goes to your bloodstream better. It's fresher. So I recommend the gel for the sea moss, not the powder. But I can't even say it's a personal preference. It's what I recommend with my clients too. But you got some people that are just super hella busy and can't do it, or they won't because of texture issues and things like that. So for sure, then go for a capsule or even kelp for your minerals too.
And one last question. This question is for me. How long does sea moss last? Because I've had some sea moss, and it's just been sitting in the shelf, and it's been over 8 9 months.
You got raw sea moss.
Hmm.
Is it breathable?
What does that mean?
So is it does because it's a plant. So anytime you store sea moss, you
This is
should
some plastic.
you should cut holes in it to at least let it breathe. But no, it's still fine.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's
Is
still.
there anything else you want to say before we end the show? Because I have to keep it under an hour in order for it to post on Instagram. It'd be tripping. It won't post it if it's over an hour.
Oh, okay, yeah. So on your show, whenever I come back and I do my segment for the health, I also want to segment how they can come and ask me questions. So I have this great gift that you guys are going to help me figure out how to market. I know I need to go live and do this, but I have this great mind that if you tell me your business, I can tell you how to grow it horizontally versus like someone just say, "Oh, I have a t-shirt business." Well, I'm gonna show them or tell them. I'm gonna tell them. I'm not gonna show them. I'm gonna tell them how to grow it to the internet or to what resources of the internet and the ebook behind it and all the resources. I have this great talent to do that for people, but I don't have the space. So I would love to create that space right here.
You got that, sis. You got that. You got that. And just enhancing our show and we grow together. So With that being said, she says, I'm about to follow you now and DM you. Thank you both for tonight. No doubt, no doubt. Um, Everyone, I just want to thank my guests. I want to thank you, sis, for bringing the knowledge that you brought, the energy that you brought. I love you, and I can't wait till we get together. I will see you next Tuesday. I normally come on at 7, but because I got the yoga going on and I got the business meetings with my multi-level marketing group, I had to move my time so that I could accommodate everything. So the time now is 8:30 Central Time. That way I can accommodate all that I'm doing. So I appreciate you. She said I need her information. It's right there, sis. It's at double underscore soul healing. It's right there. Natural healer Tony B. Just go to Instagram and hit the underscore twice and then soul healing.
Yep.
Yep.
Next
Mm.
Tuesday is my solar return.
Oh, it's
So
your birthday?
yes, I had to teach y'all about something good on my birthday. So yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. So I will see y'all talk to you before then. But thank you so much for having a conscious conversation with me. Y'all watch the replay. Please like and share. I'm asking everybody. I had to concentrate on one thing. I had the poetry going, some of the necklaces. Well, I really just want to concentrate on getting my YouTube subscriptions up to at least 500 so I can monetize my page. So that's where I am right now. I'm just pushing subscriptions. So please go to J2J TV on YouTube and subscribe to my page and share and like. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you, sis, for joining us. We'll talk to you next week for your segment. And y'all have a wonderful night and create a beautiful day. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Yeah, look at me. I'm always taking.